live, bitches.
Welcome back to the Five Dirty Bikers podcast.
Presented by Memphis Shades, the clear choice for custom windshields and fairings for your motorcycle. And Wild Ass Seats, stay in the saddle longer and in total comfort no matter your butt or budget.
We really got to change that intro, man. That is hard to follow up. Just saying.
You know what I didn't think of? We're competing with Monday Night Football right now.
Yeah, we lost.
No, you know who's playing tonight? The Vikings. No one watches them.
What?
That's true.
That's even my home team.
I'll be back in 3 hours.
Yay, FDB family, welcome back to Five Dirty Bikers Live. Good to see you all again. It's been a while since we've done this.
It has been.
Hope everybody's doing good out there. Let's take a look over in the chat to see who's here. A lot of the fellas that were from the Patreon meet and greet a little bit earlier. We're seeing them over on the side chat too. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. So we got some exciting stuff going on tonight. A couple topics. And of course, we have our Patreon giveaway. Should we go ahead and get that out of the way? Or should we talk a little bit to the fine people?
Let's talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Saddle Tramp says football sucks anyway.
Come on now.
It does when you're a Husker fan.
When you're a what?
Brutal.
Ooh, my home
Nebraska fan.
My home college almost beat Nebraska this year, and then their coach got fired the next game.
I'm not surprised. They're absolutely terrible. It's the worst to be a Nebraska fan.
Just got notification from Jared Weems that the exhaust shipped for our charity bike build. Pretty good news there.
Nice.
I can't wait to get this thing, to see this thing in the end, you know?
Is there a bike in that picture?
Somewhere.
Bikes and titties. Bikes and titties. Did I say that? Yeah. Damn it, Percy. We're live. You shouldn't say stuff like that.
It's not my fault.
I know.
All right. So we do have a couple of topics. And actually, let's start with this one because very interesting. Ryan shared in the FDB chat a few days back, Doodle on a Motorcycle had a really interesting video that she put out.
I have not seen said video.
Okay. Well, we'll fill you in.
All right.
Yeah. It's a good video.
I have to admit, I don't think I've even watched one of Doodle's videos, but I watched this one and I watched the entire thing. And I was impressed. It was a good video, really informative, and I think it proved a lot of people wrong.
What was this video about?
Well,
Cut through the chase, man. Give me something.
She went to Sturgis solo.
All right.
And, you know, I guess there's a lot of people wondering, you know, like, what's it like going to Sturgis by yourself if you're a female rider? You know, is it a terrible thing like a lot of people might think it might be, or is it fine? And I was going to say, everything happened, I think, exactly the way I thought it would.
Well, you all haven't told me shit. I haven't seen the video.
So she made a video on what it's like to go to Sturgis as a single solo female rider. Yep. And I mean, and
so how'd it turn out?
Well, I mean, basically what she does is she shows you people's reactions at gas stations and different places that she's at in terms of, you know, their reactions to her riding solo and how people interact with her. Right. She didn't get questions like, hey, is that your boyfriend's bike? You know, all of the kind of negative interactions that you'd think or you typically hear that female riders are getting. She just did not get that kind of feedback. You know, she had a lot of questions of, hey, are you going to Sturgis? She had one short segment where a guy tried to mansplain how she should check her oil on her motorcycle. But other than that, everybody was more curious about where she was going. She got invited for people to ride with her. You know, just, you know, pretty, you know, innocent things. And then she did this one part, which I thought was very, very interesting, where she had on what she would normally wear, which was basically a tank top and shorts. And she had a camera, which was essentially a hidden cam in her glasses. And she walked down the street of Sturgis thinking that, hey, if you're a female dressed a certain way in Sturgis, you're going to attract a certain amount of attention. People just walked by her like she wasn't even there. It was very interesting. And the people that did, if they looked at her, typically they nodded or engaged her in some type of conversation. So it was a super, super interesting video. And it was very, very well done, obviously edited and everything on her part. But it was good as far as the reaction that she got from people was probably not what people would have expected, and maybe what we expected inside of motorcycling, but certainly not what I think the layperson would expect from motorcycling.
Well, I think the interesting thing for me was, and she made a point of this, right? I mean, she didn't get a lot of cat calls and harassed at the rally. Like, right. I think a lot of people have a perception that, you know, if you're a young, attractive young lady and you're in that environment, you know, people are going to be doing what they imagine people do. Yeah. But I subscribe to Doodle and have for several years. All her content's really good. But this was I think a new type of video for hers, and absolutely worth watching.
Yeah,
for
sure. Definitely. Everybody, that link is in the description of this video. We also put it in the side chat. If you haven't seen it, if it's gone, go to the description of this video, and you can find that link and watch that video. It's taken off. I think it's close to like 500,000 views. Or it's getting
it was a good one.
And in our chat, Squanchmoto says, to give some background, she had received a lot of warnings and concerns from friends and family. And that's true. She said that in the very beginning, that a lot of her friends and family and stuff warned her about going to Sturgis and going alone and that kind of stuff. So really great, really great information from that video. And any of you, if you've watched any of Doodle's comments, any of her videos in the past and what she used to do and what she's doing now, she is a full-time YouTuber now, and she does a lot of travel videos, and they're really well done and well edited. And you can tell that she's legit putting a ton of miles on motorcycles, riding them across the country now.
For sure.
I'll have to watch. I've watched some of her videos, and the ones that I've watched have been very good. So yeah, I'll definitely check this one out.
And I know what's her name, or what's that guy's name? Is it Jerry Palladino, who does all the riding lessons?
Yeah,
I know
a couple of things with him.
Yeah, she's done a bunch of lessons with him, so she has the skills to pay the bills when it comes to riding a motorcycle. So.
Look at you with the rhymes.
And for the female riders out there, she does talk a lot about her stature and how that relates to riding larger motorcycles. Because if you watch any of her stuff, she's ridden a Street Glide. She went to Sturgis on a Heritage. She's not afraid of riding a big bike either.
No. Yeah, and besides the bikes, I think the thing that I've been following her since she started, and one of the things that I really enjoyed about watching her journey is that I think she started the way a lot of people do, kind of presenting not really who she is 100%, right? Like feeling like she had to put makeup on and all this other stuff, and then she got to a point with a channel where she just stepped back and said, hey guys, I'm not going to do this. This isn't me. You know, I want to be authentic. It's not fun. And she kind of restarted a different branch in that journey. And she's down to earth, just an enjoyable person to watch. Her content's great. Doodle on a motorcycle.
Maybe we should have her on this show sometime.
We should. Yeah. I've had her actually help out with I think 1 or 2 videos that I did in the past around the holiday season and stuff. And she's super, super person.
Cool. Well, we'll make that call.
Yeah.
One of the things about the video that she even commented on was how, Ryan, you commented how she said that, she dressed in shorts and a tank top or whatever, but compared to the way,
and still nobody watches my videos.
Well,
for good reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you're hanging brain down your Daisy Dukes,
well,
turn it off.
I did put a thong on it. I have yet to find it again.
That's brilliant. No,
in
but
there
anyway,
somewhere.
she did comment how, there were women at the event dressed little more risque, a little skimpier. I mean, those if you dress like that and you go to an event like that, you're gonna get some attention that you may or may not want. That's just kind of how the game goes. Not that I'm a fan of putting women on some sort of I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but all I'm saying is I don't go hitting up on women, especially because I'm married like that. But I mean, I think it's all about how she presents.
Boy,
herself.
you're all fucked up.
I know, dude. I need to drink more of these bushes. That's what I need to do. Sorry, everybody. No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tony. No, all in all.
Do you speak it?
I can't wait to get to Uranus.
It's just past his ball sack.
Yeah. Anyway, good video, guys. Go check it out. Really worth a watch. Alrighty, daddy. How about some Patreon giveaway?
All right. Who's got that?
Boom.
Brittany?
I will do the number drawing. Dustin, do you want to hold up or tell us what the prizes are?
Okay, for the first drawing, it will be for a $100 Custom Dynamics gift card.
Nice.
Ooh,
That's
$100.
actually a good one. Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is for quarter 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Quarter
Right.
2, yes.
This is for our people who want shit tier Patreons.
We
You
have
guys
been
wanna-
slacking.
Can you do a drum roll? Fake drum roll?
Bing.
All right. Our winner is Huzimoto.
Ooh,
Hopefully I said that right.
Hoozy Moto.
Yep.
All right.
Hoozy, are you into house?
Is Hoozy here?
We'll have to reach out to him on our Patreon and let
Yep.
him know so we can send him his gift card.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good one, actually.
Yep. I'll send this out to you as soon as I get your information, Hoozy.
Big fan of custom.
Thank you very
Dynamics.
much
Big
for being
fan.
an FDB Patreon. Okay,
You
for
can do the
quarter.
second one right away too, or are we gonna wait?
No, fuck, give it
Let's
away.
do it.
Let's do it.
We're on
Let's
a
do it.
roll.
It's the
Do it.
season of giving.
What's
Not
next?
quite yet.
What's next? The season of receiving is after the season of giving. Tony.
Fuck, dude. You're supposed to be staying at my house this week too. You might have to
Who's
get
receiving
that.
and who's giving? Tis the season.
All right.
Roll those numbers, Brittany.
All right. So
I got-
for quarter number 3, we are giving away a TAC form phone mount along with a FDB hoodie of your choice. You can go to 5dirtybikers.com/merch and pick the size and color of your choosing.
And we will have it.
Guys,
shipped
got a
to
drum
you.
roll?
Bing.
Percy's drum roll sounds like butter.
Fuck you,
It
man.
does,
You're always
I
so
like it,
critical.
though.
You know that? Let me see you play the drums.
I can play the drums.
Go ahead.
No problem.
Go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah.
Are you using your
Oh,
nuts
it's
or
way
your
too
hands?
That's not a
quiet.
drum.
Is
That's
that
not
your
a tip.
nuts or your hands?
he's playing
I'm
something
dribbling my
else.
balls on the desk.
God, I'm
All
sharing
right.
a room with this guy this weekend.
I know it, man. He was just double dribbling.
Don't be coming knocking on my door to get away, brother.
I'm going to Uncle Percy's if
You're
things
bad.
go
two
wrong.
motherfuckers are
Your
gonna be
bed is
walking
made.
home.
Uncle Percy might be a little more sketchy. He's got a bag full of candy.
That's for the pinup girl party, man. I'm not giving that out.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
And following that, our winner is Phil. Phil from Kentucky.
Phil the
R.
Thrill.
Kentucky.
Phil,
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
we'll see him
Phil.
this weekend, so we can give him this.
I don't
On
He's
think
Saturday.
got it. He's got a quad lock.
technically, is that considered a bribe?
What?
Giving Phil something.
The kind of.
Can he get us out of the hoose cow or anything?
As I was pissing on the side of the road yesterday, I asked him if I got locked up, if he could get me out of it.
What'd he say?
He really didn't say anything. So I just.
Good job, Phil.
But,
Don't
you know.
Fuck Phil. Roll
Don't answer
again.
those
Roll again,
questions.
Brittany.
My understanding is no answer is absolutely a no.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
That's a hard no.
Congrats, Phil. Just so you know, this is the Enduro Series motorcycle mount. It is the short reach, and I own one of these myself. I've been using it for 3.5 years, and I love them out. So if
And it
that
doesn't
quad
work
lock
on
ever goes,
Android.
no, it doesn't. This is iPhone only. Just kidding.
That's okay. Everybody's got iPhones, so, except one person.
iPhone only mount.
Lies. That's lies. We've
So
done
I
a poll.
won't have to ship this one.
Hey, you won't have to worry. If you have an Android, it's going to stop working long before it falls out of your phone mount onto the ground.
I'm just here to say that my phone has had less breakage than all of your guys'.
It's because it doesn't work to begin
less
with.
breakage.
Mine's never had breakage.
If
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
work
would
to
agree.
begin
How can
with,
you
then
have
how can
less?
it break?
Right.
It
Fuck the
works
next topic.
just
Let's just
fine.
do this for the next 45 minutes.
No,
It
it's
comes
not.
broken
It's
out of the
not.
box.
It does not.
What kind of engineer are you if you can't measure breakage?
Ooh.
My phone is not broken from out of
Neither's
the
mine,
box.
so yours can't be have less breakage than mine. It would have the same breakage.
All right. In the side
you
chat,
design
Android or
bridges?
iPhone, what do you use?
We've done a poll before, and there
That's
are
what
still
she
several
said.
people that use Android.
That's what she
Several? I bet
said
you
it.
there's not
Yes.
several in this chat. I bet you there's not. I bet you
There
there's
might
maybe
be.
like, oh,
Let's try
well,
this.
first
Try-
person, iPhone. Oh,
Type-
iPhone.
Type 1 for iPhone and don't
Somebody
enter
kick
anything
Fat
for
Glide out.
Android.
He said Android. Kick him out.
Man, a lot
Good
of people
old
are
fat
going
guy.
away here.
Oh, boy. Look at that. It's not even 50-50.
It's
Not just
even close.
Android.
It's not.
Android for the win, and that's 2 people. So that's 2
Oh,
votes.
man. Wow. Can they talk to each other on those phones?
I'm sure they can.
Are they able to text each other?
Oh yeah, AirDrop,
Is it blue or
everything.
green? Oh, there's way more Android in here than I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, it
Wow.
looks like,
I see 8 so far.
yeah. Pretty
There's
close.
8 people you can't get in touch with.
Somehow I still end up in touch with you 4 motherfuckers.
I don't
We-
think you
we
do.
have to work
Your
very
shit-
hard to
You're
make
like,
that happen.
we'll have the conversation like an hour and a half later. You're like, what?
Well, it's just because
Who
I got
said
other
that?
shit going
Who did
on.
this? What?
You're blaming it on how busy you are?
Hey, it's
That's a young
honestly-
person for you. Just make an excuse for their phone not working and
Oh,
tell
my
everybody
God.
they're busy.
My phone doesn't work.
The new crop feature.
That new crop feature is pretty cool, man.
I
Yeah.
don't know if the new Google phone has that or
No,
not.
it doesn't.
I don't think they've copied that from Apple.
I don't think they've copied that yet.
yet.
It's too new.
Can't with you guys.
But I heard
Too
him
much.
scream, "Damn it!" when they did the reveal on that at the, unveiling.
It's too new. Got to give Samsung a year or 2 to catch
They
up
had
with
that.
that.
They got to do that catch up.
All
So we
right.
were gonna-
What else do we got?
Well, so we were going to talk about this topic that we've bounced it around it a few times, and we've kind of talked about it before, but not specifically in the way we're thinking about it right now, and that is if motorcycling is selfish.
Oh man, this
Right.
is going to be one of those feeling topics, isn't it?
You know, you don't have to feel
Maybe.
anything. You don't have to feel anything, Tony. We know that you're cold and unfeeling. hands like
I'm not cold
dead
and
fish.
unfeeling. I just don't have a vagina.
You don't have a vajayjay?
You got that he pussy.
Oh, how the hell did we get
man.
monetized? Jesus.
Welcome. Yeah.
Thank you, Corey, for that donation earlier. We appreciate that.
Nobody hit the safe for children setting before
Yeah.
we started this, did you?
No,
Safe for children.
they should know better by now.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right.
We're not safe for children, are we? Not the last time I checked.
No. God.
I'm just making sure.
No,
So-
not after Dustin's comment. Jesus.
Well, I wasn't here for this, so you can blame them for this. Dustin Halbert says, listen to the new podcast this morning on my iPhone coming back from my motorcycle trip in the mountains and about ran off the road from laughing. LOL.
Oh,
we have our moments.
we do. So
Nomad Matt says it's a necessary selfishness.
Oh, well,
Jared, you know
Right.
why? Jared, you know why Apple is always behind? Because they're the ones doing all the fucking.
Boy, Dustin's just
That was a
firing
reach,
out all
brother.
kinds
That was
of
a reach.
foul and
I don't know.
obscene.
That one was. Yeah.
Hey, I got my words together now. Earlier, I was fucking stuttering.
You did have words that time.
So
he's got a thing about Uranus.
So Matt says,
Hey, 4
Nomad Matt
times.
says that motorcycling is a necessary selfishness, and I think that's because a lot of people say that they're riding their motorcycle is their sanity, right? It's their I'm not going to go to get any type of therapy, like motorcycling is my therapy, right? That kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But I think from that perspective is if motorcycling is selfish is so we've said it before, motorcycling is inherently dangerous, right? So
Well,
if
it's
you
not
have,
playing golf, I can tell you that.
you're
I
not
don't
wrong
know, man.
there.
You haven't played golf with me. That's pretty dangerous. I've hit multiple people over the years.
Oh my
Right.
God. We're
Even
not
one that
going
was
with
standing
you.
behind me.
The first
Go
thing with
figure that one
Percy is
out.
they give him this weapon and they say go smack her on the white balls, and so he's just chasing people with this club above his head. Right?
Chasing old white men around, right?
Right? Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought he was running around with his mouth open.
Hey,
That's the ball washer, Tony.
It's a ball washer.
So we've said motorcycling is inherently dangerous, right? Did Tony just get the ball washer comment?
Oh my god! All right, move on.
So, and I was actually, I think it was Whit Mesa Instagram comment the other day, and she was saying, after she got that those kind of questions have been raised to her all the
Yeah.
time, right? You have a family,
Yep.
you're a parent, that kind of stuff, and is it irresponsible that you're riding a motorcycle, and so would that be considered selfish behavior? And I think that we make decisions all the time, every day, that are selfish, right? And if you go per capita and buy vehicles, there's many more people that die every day in car crashes than die on motorcycles. So your chances of dying in a car wreck are actually higher than your chances of dying in a motorcycle wreck. So that would mean that driving a car is selfish. I don't know. I think that.
I think driving a car is a necessity.
Oh, right.
A motorcycle isn't a necessity.
It's a luxury.
It's a luxury. It's for.
It
it's
is
for
if you
I'm
can't afford a
gonna, I'm
car.
gonna I was gonna say I'm gonna combat that a little bit because there are quite a few people.
You have a car and 2 motorcycles.
Hold
So
on.
Yeah,
though.
I'm not saying that it's not for me. I can
Hold
afford
on.
it, but I'm gonna just want to put out there that I've met people in Kentucky, in particular, that they have said that owning a car was more expensive than a motorcycle. So they will drive these sketchy motorcycles around all year round because it's more affordable, supposedly.
There, Moto Mortician. I see more fatalities from 4 wheels than 2, right? And I mean, he works in the business.
If anybody knows, that
Yeah.
guy does.
Well,
Right.
I mean, how many more cars are on the road than motorcycles?
Exactly. Well, that's
True.
that's
You
not
know,
a
and
wrong
then-
statement.
But people also drive more recklessly in a car. I mean,
So
think about
hold
it.
on a second, though. Tony said something, and he said that motorcycles. He said that motorcycles are a luxury item. And I talked to Saddle Tramp this weekend, and he was saying that in his state of Mississippi, motorcycles are considered a luxury item when you go to insure them, right? So even if you're commuting every day to work, that bike is still considered a luxury item. So our culture in America does not look at motorcycles as a tool or the same as a car. It is a luxury item. That's how we view them. They're for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, but what does this have to do with being selfish? These
Well,
are all different
it
issues,
doesn't. But
right?
I mean, here's for my take on it. I didn't ride for 15 years because I had young kids, and I was the only one working, and my wife stayed at home. And we made the choice for me not to do that because if something happened to me, then it wouldn't have been.
So
the best
you made
situation.
an unselfish decision to put your family first.
Yes.
Yes.
And then when they got old enough and my wife was back working and got, she was going to school to get her doctorate and whatnot, when she got done with all that, then we were in a position where I could ride again. And if something happened to me, just saying, God forbid. I mean, I wouldn't have left them setting high and dry.
But that doesn't make you selfish. And Jared even brings it up in the chat here. I mean, is skydiving selfish? Is going to the range selfish?
I think anytime there's only one thing we all have that's a set amount, and that's our time. And how we choose to spend that time with is either selfish or unselfish.
Ooh.
No, that's a very valid point, and it has nothing to do with whether you're spending that time on a motorcycle
Or
going
whatever.
to the range. Yeah,
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
it's
It's all
just two
the same.
different. It's
Two different things. It's one thing that we have a set amount of, and nobody knows how much we have. So
I do.
the way that you choose your time is either selfish or unselfish, and that's up to you. And that's as deep as I'm getting into feelings. So everybody else can fuck off.
That was
I
pretty
was
deep,
like
Tony. I'm
shocked
impressed,
over
man.
here. Yeah.
I'm impressed. That was a
I'll give you the golf
logical,
clap for that.
well thought out argument. Congratulations, Mr. Pops.
I think it's also on how you spend your time doing it. Like if you're going to share that experience with somebody else, like Ryan takes his wife once in a while. You know, I try to make an effort for me and my wife to go out. It's a matter of time, right? But you know, of course, if you're only going to do weekend rides for yourself and you're just doing rides by yourself for yourself, it could be a little on the selfish side. But like if you spend a little time using your motorcycle to help somebody or to do some sort of good, I think you're leaning the other way.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
but I
another.
don't, I
Here's
don't
another
think
take
going
for
out. There you
you.
go.
I was going to say that.
Well, I won't need a tissue for my face.
To play the other side of that, when I don't ride for long periods of time, I'm an asshole, more so
That's
than
what-
normal.
That's what I
Right?
was gonna say.
So-
You're a major asshole.
I am. So when I ride, right, spending time riding makes me less of an asshole for my wife. So it's not selfish, right? I'm actually riding for the benefit of my wife.
Well, the way you said that sounded a little mixed signally, but I was going to say a similar thing, Dave, that just because you're going out and doing a ride by yourself, I don't think that inherently makes it selfish. Because to your point, like if you need to spend time doing your own things and not always with your family, that's part of the balance that keeps everybody happy and sane.
Okay, there's a whole other way to look at this though. Okay. So say you have
Something just happened to your shit. Your light went out or something. There you're back.
say you have a partner in your house who doesn't ride at all.
And enjoys pegging.
It's just so weird that her sign is that like reflective because it's lit up quite
Yeah,
nicely.
it's
It is
a-
like
it's
it
a
is like
license
really
plate.
lit up, yeah.
It's
So-
a license plate.
Hold on. So say you have a partner who doesn't ride at all, and you have like Percy, okay, and there's a time factor that Tony talked about. But what about the financial portion of it? Because riding a motorcycle is not cheap, right? You get into a Harley right now, and you're looking at $20K right out of
Well,
the gate.
you know,
But
you
so
could go this
here's-
way. It's only $6. It's only, you can fill your tank up for $18 and ride all day. So it's cheap after you buy the motorcycle.
I was gonna say, if when you look at it that way, Ryan, it would be, in my mind, I would consider it selfish if you just like went out and bought one without talking to your significant other.
No, that's
But-
just an extra step that's not needed.
But just because it's expensive doesn't mean that it's selfish. I mean, it's just like anything else. If you wanted to have like a Corvette or something, a really nice car, what's the difference? That's still expensive, and
Wait a
you're
minute.
still gonna
Okay.
drive
So
that.
say you're say you work at the local Denny's, and your husband is an engineer. I just reverse the roles in your house. And you went out and bought a motorcycle, but you're using your tips from Denny's to pay for that. Wouldn't that be selfish then?
God damn, you're stretching a lot of stuff here.
I don't feel like that's
just to try to justify
You're saying
the
they
topic.
earned their own money and then bought the motorcycle? How is that selfish?
Hey, if you're a server at Denny's, the only way you're earning money is if you're getting your knees dirty in the back room. That's the only way you're buying Harley.
He's
Look,
talking about sliding in with
if
jazz
you're
hands.
setting your priorities correctly, then I would say no, it's not selfish because again, like if you're having those conversations, it's
I think
it's
it
no
boi- I
different
mean-
than any other hobby.
Well,
You're right.
When you go to selfish, I mean, here's the thing. Whenever you take time for yourself, it's always a selfish act. But a lot of times you need that selfish act for your sanity.
Yeah.
Can you do something that's less dangerous than ride a motorcycle? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can go play golf or basketball or whatever you want to do. Riding a motorcycle is dangerous. I mean, it is what it is. So that's
It's
all I
funner than
got.
it's funner than golf though.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I
If you
think
go
so.
with Percy, it might be fun.
Right.
You said
What
it's
does Jeff say?
dangerous
All
with you.
hobbies are expensive in life. Anything that brings enjoyment will cost you money.
I
that's
agree.
That's
Yeah.
not true at all. I
No.
mean, since the advent of the internet, all pornography is almost all free. So
Yeah, you know what?
Nothing's
When I was a
free,
kid, you had to work for porn. I mean, you had to know somebody that their dad had it or something,
Yep.
or you had to pay somebody to go in the drugstore to buy it for you.
Or
You
you
had to
had
work
to steal
for
it from the grocery store.
Or you had to
Yeah.
watch your TV that didn't work. What did you used to call those, Tony? Snow
Snow
titties?
titties. Yeah. You know, you're like, what? There's all that snow and you're moving shit. And you're like, oh, a nipple. I saw it. Did you see it? I mean, you had to work
that
for
hobby
it, man.
that hobby is about as free as it gets. All you need is high
just-
speed internet.
I don't know if that you could consider that a hobby. It might be a knobby.
Jesus. Wow.
Man, we
I
took
think-
a lot of circles around that topic. God damn.
We sure did. Well, I mean, yes, it's selfish. I mean, it is. If you boil it down, it is.
Yeah, there's really it's almost like an 80-20 thing. The scale tips more to yes than it does to no.
Yeah, it does. But that's with anything that you do, though.
My tip goes the other direction. That's I don't agree.
Well, I'm not coming to your room for any
He
reason
said his
either.
doesn't go north
you're not.
anymore. It just points south. Shoveling snow once killed me.
There you go.
It's the truth.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're a zombie?
You
Is
know,
that
but the
what I'm
thing is,
reading?
we're sitting here.
Have you met Matt?
We're sitting here talking about is motorcycling selfish with everybody in the chat and everybody sitting on this board. We all own motorcycles and we all ride. So,
Hell yeah.
we're kind of biased a little bit on that topic, I think.
Okay, so is owning camera equipment selfish? Same thing.
It may not be selfish, but it's fucking expensive.
It is. It's a rabbit hole you don't want to
Yes,
get
it
in.
is.
Well, okay. I know that we know what the definition is, but I just want to read it for emphasis. The definition of selfish is lacking consideration for others. So it goes back to what I said. If you are just going out and doing whatever you want, buying the most expensive motorcycle you can find for no consideration for those in your life, then it's selfish. Otherwise, it's not.
This is why we have Brittany. She's
That's
amazing.
This
at
is.
this
simple
stuff.
But
as
see,
it-
I
as
don't
simple as it is
I
to
don't
me.
put selfish with money. I put selfish with time. Because
Time
money
is
can
money.
be made and lost.
That's
I mean,
the
money's
same
money.
thing.
It
If
comes and
you're-
it goes.
Well,
Time you only have
time's more important.
time's more important.
Yep.
I agree.
You
And I think-
never get any more time. You can
That's
always
true.
make more money.
Right. Well, and if if you're spending that time, if you're dividing up your time so that you're like, okay, I'm going to go on a trip, and then you come back and you're present, and I think there's a huge difference too from being like present with your family and then just being in the same room, right?
Yes.
We've actually had that conversation at dinner time at my house, right? There's a big difference between being present with your family and just being in the same room and nodding and looking at your phone and not caring if they're there. So, I
Because
think
you're
that
dreaming
supports
about
Tony's
motorcycles.
idea of time.
Yeah.
But we should give these people an update on our charity bike build.
Yes,
should.
because we have
Absolutely.
Mr. Weems in the chat tonight.
That's a good
Yeah, I
summary
like
right
that.
there.
Yep.
Selfish
We
equals
could
attitude.
have we could have knocked 45 minutes off this fucking podcast.
God damn it, Tiger! Why were you
Put
so
that
late with
right
that comment?
there.
Yeah.
No, I like that. But what's fun if we can't fuck around for an hour?
Yeah, no.
So for those of you who don't know, we have a charity bike build happening right now to support TACA, right? So it's a autism charity, and they really try to spend their resources getting their resources back to the families. And so we thought it was very important. And when I say we, Dustin is really our kind of point here that did the research and got this kind of the ball rolling with an organization that really tries to get as many resources back to families and getting them the help that they need. And so this is the charity that we selected. And we have two great people in the motorcycling community, Jared Weems and Blockhead, that are both helping us with this charity bike build. And we got a bike donated to us. So thank you very, very much for the person who donated a bike to us.
Fernando Palacios from Illinois. Go Illinois.
There you go. And he actually donated the bike that fit right into the design that we were looking for. Same year, same style, the whole nine. And so for those of you that don't know, you want to throw the picture up. So that bike that you're looking at on the left side of your screen is the bike that we're going to be building. And when I say we, I mean Jared and Blockhead. So that's the bike that's being built to go along with the other bikes that Jared has built to follow the David Mann, this David Mann portrait. So that's the bike that we're going to be building, and it's super exciting. As far as I'm aware, the bike has been dynoed. Jared has put the bike, put the hardtail on the bike.
We had
right?
we had big numbers come out of that.
What's that?
Huge numbers.
We had big
And
numbers
lots
that
of
came out of that
flames.
dyno.
Yeah. What was the horsepower on that thing?
I mean,
it
was
was
34 or
it was
39.
double digits for sure, right?
It was 34 or 39.
30 something.
It was 30 something.
Jared, put that in the chat. What were the horsepower?
So yeah, we had some pretty good dyno numbers for this old what Tony, what's the engine in that bad boy?
75.
What's the make of that motor?
What's the make of that motor?
It's the iron head, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an iron head.
It's 1,000 cc iron head.
3 pounds of torque.
Yeah.
Whew.
No, there was a.
Does it have 3 pounds? Are you sure it's 3?
I don't know.
It might be, but I'll tell you what, man. Those iron heads and shovel head motors, probably not the best, like running motor that Harley ever put out. They suffered quite a few problems, but aesthetically, a beautiful motor.
Yeah.
Aesthetically,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite. The looks of it, and I mean you can get them to run right. They just, those are the AMF days, so you got to give them a little bit of a break there.
No.
But they're awesome looking.
There's an interesting topic that came up. I don't know if it was in Blockhead's video or Jared's, but what are we going to do with the tins?
I don't know, man. Those should be like souvenirs, I think.
Yeah. Let us know if you guys have any ideas.
Here, we got the man in the myth right here to tell us about the
the
bike.
tins.
There he is. Yeah.
What's up,
Wings.
man?
He looks a little bit like ZZ Top.
I was gonna say he came right out of ZZ Top video.
The one that's still
Fucking
alive.
Sharp
even.
dress man.
Tell the
up,
people,
Jared?
Jared, what's up?
You're a mute. You're muted.
Oh boy, we don't have. This is the wonders of live technology.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
No, but Blockhead just put a video out about this bike. Yeah, with Jared bringing it over to the dyno.
This is a hell of an idea from Squanch here.
Oh.
I think it's the headphones, Jared.
That's Squanch. That's a really good idea, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Jared,
That's,
our sons should sign that tank too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
definitely.
that's a
good
really
idea.
good idea, Squanch. We would have never come up with that because we're too selfish.
No, I totally blanked that none of the same tins were going to get used, and they were just going to be.
Yeah. No, I mean, that gas tank's cool as shit, man. I mean,
It
it's
is.
got the retro. I mean, it's OG. I mean, it's original. It's got the retro paint with the AMF logo on it. It's cool as shit.
There was a lot of people in Blockhead's video talking about, don't chop that thing up. It's a classic.
Too
Leave
late.
it alone. It's going to do a lot better things than somebody just
There
driving.
is no more. Don't chop it up. It's
Right.
chopped.
It's been chopped.
done.
So
Yeah.
here's
Just
Thomas says
hardtail is
Ironhead.
on it.
Yeah, Thomas says Ironhead going nowhere fast, going nowhere soon. But you're gonna look like a fucking badass.
You're gonna look
doing
like
it.
you're hauling ass on it.
That's right.
You
Doesn't
might catch
matter.
your taint on fire. It'll be fine. It'll all work out in the end. I promise.
I really like that idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we can get that thing maybe like restored, looking brand new, because I don't know in what shape it's in. Of course, we haven't seen the bike in person.
What,
We've
the
only seen
Yeah,
tank?
I mean the picture
like all the tints.
good, but
No, I mean that tank just needs to be the way that just right here. Clean it up and then sign it and clear coat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I think it
Whatever
does.
patina it
needs
holds,
the
we want to
patina,
preserve
yeah,
that.
Just
Yeah.
go with what it is. Yeah.
Wipe the boogers off of it.
Yep.
Leave one booger.
You might leave one. Scratch yourself on it.
Leave all
Yeah.
the dirt on it for Tony. Just and he's got a sign right over.
You might
top
want to
of
wipe
it.
that pecker print off of it too.
Tony doesn't own a bike anymore that's dirty. That thing got sold.
Ugh.
Remember?
I don't know. It's pretty dirty down there right now, man. From yesterday, the fucking bugs are bad.
You know, we could actually do that. We'll all be together for the unveiling.
Microphone
Right, when it's done,
check.
that's when we could
There we
autograph it for
go.
the
Man
unveiling.
is back.
Mrs.
Look,
ZZ Top
there's
is
Now
back.
bike.
you've even got it in the background. Look
Check
at
it
that.
out.
There you go.
That already looks a lot cooler, Jared.
It does.
Look at that. That bike's going to do great things.
Well,
That's what
I
she
wouldn't
said.
go that far, but it's going to be a good raffle bike.
That's
Can you hear
amazing
us?
so far. Yep. We got
Yeah,
you, Jared.
We hear you.
Sweet.
You're good.
How you guys doing?
Good,
Good.
man.
Good.
So give us some updates, Jared. Where are you? Besides in your garage. Can you hear us?
I don't
Maybe
think.
it's
Can
a
you hear
little-
us?
It's a little glitchy.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me
He
He
goes.
froze.
Now he's
He
froze.
froze.
Do you have
Frozen.
Wi-Fi in the garage, Jared?
Hey,
You got that Cox
This is the-
Wi-Fi.
this is the second time Jay
Look how
Sherman has
much
called
cooler
this
that
a
fucking
pinata.
bike looks in this picture that we have now that Jared provided for us.
Yeah,
It's
right.
looking
Can you
pretty
can you
sweet.
zoom in on that and blow it up so it's the only thing on the screen?
I've been trying to do that. I've been telling my wife that all the time.
Man.
Damn. That's
Jay
some tough
Sherman
going.
keeps calling this a pinata hanging from his tree. If anybody knows where Jay Sherman lives, why don't you guys go egg his house?
Oh, you're back now, Jared.
Are you back?
Do we have you?
I still don't think he can hear us. Wait a second. He's putting those triumphs in the picture. Get those things out of there.
He's rolling around. He's trying to find the
He-
Wi-Fi.
he's on the move.
Is he on a
Dun, dun,
slider?
dun, dun,
Oh no, now he's walking.
You need a Reynolds wrap,
some Reynolds wrap.
some Reynolds wrap, and an
Jared,
orifice.
are you on an Android?
I think he has an iPhone.
Are you on an Android, Jared?
It's a knockoff iPhone. It's not real if he's on an iPhone.
It's an A phone.
You got
Can you hear
us?
us yet, Jared? I still don't think he can hear us.
I don't think he can either.
Clearly.
He
Boom.
Oh.
Shit. Well, we were
All right.
trying.
Jared Weems, ladies and gentlemen.
We got to see it. It was pretty cool.
Motorcycles are his forte. Maybe not so much.
The man
Uh,
builds a
Technology.
mean
Yeah.
fucking motorcycle. And you really can't appreciate it till you see him in person.
So I did get the screenshot. So there's a little
Here-
bit better view if you're
Here he
watching.
comes. He's
There you
back.
go.
He's back. Jared, can you hear us? Tommy,
Anything?
can you hear me?
I think
Tommy?
it's the
Tommy, can you hear me?
headphones that are causing the trouble. I say ditch the headphones.
Where'd you get those Starsky and Hutch things you're wearing there, Brittany?
Oh.
I need to like color them so they're not gray.
Jeez, we're gonna have diarrhea medicine in our drinks this weekend.
Thanks for
We're
the
not-
idea.
I'm not
We're
leaving
not
my,
gonna make it.
I'm not
I'm gonna
leaving my
have-
bottle out.
I'm gonna shit in the cooler.
Make sure you bring that portable bathroom you were telling us about. Dustin.
Oh,
The, the macerator, it'll chop up.
Oh,
any
it had a
potato you launch
a
into it.
turd blender in it. It had a pudding tank.
That's what it's got.
Yeah, the pudding tank.
the hot dog stand. I think Jared has mentioned something about that hot dog stand being recreated in Florida.
It's in
somewhere.
California, I think.
Or is it in
California,
Oh yeah,
yep.
California, Los
Yeah,
It's
Angeles.
in LA.
That's right.
I think they're actually serving hot dogs out of it.
That's what she said.
Well, you know, passing out the dogs.
The old
I
wiener
believe they
stand.
actually are, though.
I don't know, Mark, but that's a good question. Why is Dustin going?
Mark,
to the creek
this will
for the
be
fifth time?
the second time, and I'm bringing my friends.
You're not bringing me down to the
I'm
creek.
not going
I'm
down
bringing
with you and your
I'm
friends
gonna
to the
bring
creek.
a priest, and we're gonna save your ass.
Well,
Baptize Tony.
Too late.
might burn yourself.
It gets warm enough, dude. I'll go dip my.
It's not going to be
Another reach.
warm. I don't think it is. I mean, it is literally supposed to be like
It's gonna
Friday
be gorgeous.
morning when Ryan pulls out of here. It's supposed to be in the 40s.
Yeah, it's gonna be chilly in
What?
the morning.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm bringing heated gear.
What's it going to be like Thursday?
I'm packing it all.
There's a cold front coming
It
through.
all.
Yes, it'll be in the 70s for the high, probably near 80.
So Thursday's 56 and 75. Friday's 48 and 70.
All
And then
right, good.
Saturday, the highs are in the low 70s.
Well,
Is this in Waynesville or is this,
This
in
is Louisville.
in Kentucky? Louisville. Okay.
So it's a little warmer in Waynesville as compared to here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be about 80 every day we're out there.
yeah.
That's supposed to rain. Everybody, if you don't follow
Jared, can
what
you
we're
hear us?
talking about, he's on
Jared.
mute.
He's on mute. Jared,
No.
can you hear us?
Now it's frozen again. Man.
He's having problems.
I wonder if is there a storm in Florida right now?
Is there a hurricane
There's always a
down
storm
there?
in Florida.
That's
Hurricane down
Man,
in
they're
Puerto
on the
Rico.
hurricane conveyor belt from Africa. There's a
Yeah.
conveyor belt from Africa to Florida that those fuckers just zip right up every year.
Well, there's one out in gonna hit Jamaica right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they said the cold front that's coming through here is supposedly going to keep it off the U.S. coast.
We can't have that storm hitting Jamaica. That's just going to raise the weed prices way too high. It's not nice.
You need that
Not
domestic
nice.
stuff, dude.
Jared's having some Wi-Fi issues.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Oh,
two
now
of
we
them
got
now.
two.
We got
wings
two
at the same
Jareds.
time.
Oh,
Wow. He's multiplying. So, you guys in the chat, anybody coming out to Hogs and Frogs this weekend, this upcoming
Ooh,
weekend?
That's a good question.
Yeah, if you guys don't know in the side chat, we're attending an event we were invited to back out in Waynesville where we had FDBM at Rubadick Park.
mm-hmm.
It's the first annual Route
Dustin's
66.
favorite.
Yep. It's my fourth time going.
He
I feel
does.
like Ric Flair, motherfucker.
He'd go down there and just rub a dick all day long.
Maybe don't
Well,
do that.
for the fourth time. Anyway, Route 66, first annual Hogs and Frogs Fest down in Waynesville. Sounds like they're expecting like what 3,000.
Something like that. It should
Yeah, it
be
was
a
a lot
pretty
of
good
people.
time, man.
Yeah.
I think
There's
they're
gonna
giving away a
be-
Sporty,
Oh yeah, they're giving away an 883 Sporty
Yeah.
iron.
which, hey, we didn't even talk about that. They're fucking gone.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gone.
Sportsters are gone, dude.
I heard that. I heard
It's
the
an
83.
official
Oh, yeah.
cancel. Harley
2023,
canceled them.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Well,
gone.
the Evo
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah, the
Sportsters are
Evo
gone.
Sport. Well, I mean, yeah, the Sportster as we knew it is fucking gone.
Come on. Who got surprised by that?
Well, no,
Nobody.
but still, it's that bike ran for what 50,
50 something
55?
years, yeah.
55 years, and
I think it's 55 or close to it.
you know,
Yeah.
and I mean, granted, they're probably going to replace it with some, like the Nightster and something like that.
Well, but it wasn't the same Sportster for 55 years. There were different permeations of it, and now they're going to have another one.
Yeah, but it's not going to be even close to the same bike.
No.
I don't think. But
We'll
we'll
see what
see.
happens.
65
see.
years, Tiger said we're
Oh,
off.
65.
Yeah,
we're
I will
back
see. I'm interested to see what a price point's going to be, because are they going to have something sub $10,000?
That's what they need.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Tiger, I live in Virginia. Why do you know that? And where in Virginia are you? I'll be over in an hour and a half.
Percy's going, how do you know that? Why, honey, close the windows.
Is it on the way to Louisville?
Do what?
Is it on the way to Louisville?
No, it used to be that, Kentucky's #1 cash crop was a little cannabis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ours is corn.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. Corn and corn and corn.
You wouldn't have, I would have never guessed.
It's now meth in Kentucky.
That is the
now.
corniest motherfucker I've ever ridden through in my life. I mean, it doesn't stop.
You're welcome.
When are we going to see 5 Dirty Biker edibles?
Yeah, that's
When
an
it's-
idea for a revenue stream.
Well, I could show you one, but we'd probably get banned on YouTube.
not eating that, dude. Nobody's eating that shit, Tony.
Take
Get
one
out
of these and never call me again.
Take one of these and call me in the morning.
We've already got a name for edible. It's called Hanging Brain.
Yeah. Take one of these. Be careful. It sneezes.
This one will
God
bite
damn,
back.
man, I'm surrounded by a bunch of smokers up here in Virginia. Where have you guys been?
Ooh.
No, Miss Nancy Weems has joined the side chat.
Oh,
Nice.
she says I know how to connect. Hey Nancy,
Jared was having a little
can
bit
you
of
take care of
problems.
Jared's internet problems?
I don't think they're in the same house.
I believe
That's his
also
mom.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Weems.
That's Mama Weems.
That's Mama Weems.
Can you go fix your son's internet?
He was having some internet issues.
That's cool. I mean, if
We
Jared
got a
can't connect,
screenshot of the bike.
yeah.
which is cool.
If Jared can't connect, we'll absolutely have him on again. Probably
Yeah.
maybe him and Blockhead at the same time. Talk more about the build.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Boy, we're just coming up with all good ideas right now.
Yeah. Well, this weekend should be fun. Exotic beard contest ought to be fun. Ryan, you ought to go and maybe give some pointers.
I shaved already.
Why did you do that?
He's got the Abe Lincoln.
He's talking about the one on your face. You haven't shaved
Oh
that.
yeah, the one on my face. Sorry, I got the Chewbacca.
He's got the Chewbacca.
So now I
I'm
don't.
going
Now
for
I-
the Tom Selleck.
Now I got the Luke Skywalker.
Well, I do know that we have some members from the Discord that are going to be coming out to Hogs and Frogs. We're looking forward to seeing you guys this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, it
some
should
of
be
them
a-
are.
it should be a good
I think
time.
we might be riding out. At least I might be riding out with
Yeah.
some of them on Friday morning.
Yep.
So
When it's 40 degrees.
That's
Yeah.
fucking like summertime for
I know,
fucking
for
White
Ryan.
Walker there.
He's like, I'm
I mean,
riding
48
in my-
is like, I'm
riding
going to ride in
G-string
my
at
underwear.
40 degrees.
yeah, listen, I'm wearing my heated gear actually because it's going to be cold when I leave out tomorrow morning. So
So what's
how
cold for
is
you?
it up there, man?
how cold is it right now?
Yeah,
You know
already.
what? We've had a really good I guess fall. So I think we've been in the 70s, and in the morning it's 77 right now, and it's supposed to be it'll be below 50 when I leave tomorrow morning. So probably 40 somewhere like 40, 47, 48 degrees tomorrow morning. So if you consider that at 80 miles an hour, 85 or
No,
90
Yeah,
miles
you'll
an
get
hour.
No
cold.
shit, dude. I mean, when I was in Canada last week, we had that one day where the temperature dropped like 30 degrees down to like 53 when I was cutting across the state there or the country.
Oh, wait. We're going to try it again. Can you hear us?
I hear
oh,
noise.
I hear a
I heard a
screech.
noise.
I think he farted.
The question
still
is,
can't
can
hear you,
he
though.
hear us?
Can you hear us, Jared?
Unplug the earphones.
What is up with iPhones? They
Nothing.
suck.
Nothing.
I think Brittany sabotaged us.
Not
She
a chance.
engineered some hacking voodoo.
Can you hear us now,
I'm
Jared?
not a program like computer engineer.
No,
No,
Far
he's still-
from it.
He's
it's
still not getting-
connection.
It's connection, huh? We can
Bad
hear you
connection.
perfectly.
Just go without the headphones. You're good.
Somebody hold up a sign that says, "Tell us about the fucking bike." That's all we need.
Oh,
What?
he dropped.
I thought we were
dropped.
good.
I guess he heard me. Sorry, Jared. Didn't mean to do that.
He's out there beating it with a sledgehammer now. Good job, Percy.
Sorry. Nobody's autographing that shit.
So Ryan, why are you leaving out in the morning? Does everybody know what's happening before Hogs and Frogs?
I don't know, but maybe they do. So I'm leaving out on Tuesday morning. I'm going to drive to some undisclosed location in Wisconsin. And then the next morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to ride to Tony's house.
Hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow. Yep.
In
So I'm going to ride to
Wisconsin.
Tony's house, and we're going to let the bike cool for a little bit, and then we're going to tear all the parts off of the right side of the motorcycle, the exhaust, the air cleaner, the left saddlebag, and then we're going to tear the heart of that sucker out.
Going to put a new heart in it.
And we're going to put a new heart in it. Tony and I are going to install the S&S 475 torque cam chest is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to install that Thursday morning. We're going to get the map from Vance and Hines, do a shakedown ride Thursday night, and Friday morning ride out to Missouri. So
Maybe.
Gonna finally make that bagger, the performance looking bagger, have some actual performance.
It should, man. You should have at least 100 horsepower when we're done with it.
Yeah. So again, I just want to really thank S&S for their continued support of the 5 Degree Bikers podcast. They've been really great to us, and so we got to show them love whenever we can.
There is going to be a lot of shaft touching.
Oh, Jared says the 475 is the horsepower cam. I don't think he's right.
The 465 is for what they consider the torque cam.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all lower end stuff. Yeah.
So
Well,
what are
there you
you
go.
actually putting in? So you're not just doing the
We're doing
cam.
the
You're doing
475 cam, the oil pump, the cam plate, the cam bearing. We'll do new lifters. We'll have new lifter guides, pushy, quickie push rods, the whole fucking thing.
Yep.
It's pretty much everything.
So what's
the
the
whole-
difference between that stuff and the stock that's in the bike now?
About 100% better. To be honest. No, really, the oil pump and the cam plate, there's just no comparison
Yep.
to the stock stuff. All that S&S stuff is forged. Everything that comes out of the bike is cast aluminum. The cam plate itself on the stock doesn't even have a brass bushings in them. It's just running aluminum on the cam. There's no bushing, there's no bearing, there's no nothing on the cam plates. I was amazed.
And where is it? Where the where the tappet rests? S&S has those machine parts. Is that
they got a machine parts that the tappet guides. The stock ones are plastic.
Yeah,
They come
they're
off
just
the bike.
they're literally plastic where the
Yeah.
tappet guides are, and S&S provides a machined part there. I mean, it is
Yeah,
extra
machined
when you get
aluminum
the
part
kit, but
for it.
and the kit is amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
No, it's a good kit. Just like the oil pump, for instance, the stock HD has 2 chambers. It's got a scavenging chamber and a pump chamber on the front. S&S has 3. It scavenges the crankcase, it scavenges the cam case, and it's also the pump on the outside. So it scavenges like 45% more oil, I think, than the stock one. Uh-oh, we got a Weems. And we lost Percy.
I lost to Percy.
It's that fucking
So
Google shit.
Squanchimoto says if you have a 2019 or earlier, order the oil pump seal from the HD dealer. The S&S does not come with that seal in the kit, and it's strongly suggested.
Yeah, that seal was something that Harley added after the fact.
Okay.
Mine had it on there. It kind of goes back and forth. Squanch, he may be right. A lot of people say you need it or you don't need it.
Well, I
But,
think Squanch just had recently had Blockhead's crew.
Yeah, I mean, I
upgrade
can
his
I
fat
can
bike.
run up to Bluegrass and get that seal. It's not that big of a deal.
Might as well have it if we need it.
Yeah, I think the S&S just started putting in that cutout in the back for that seal. I think that's a fairly new addition to the oil pump.
And what tuner are you guys going to use?
He's got an FP3. I use the Power Vision.
Yep. So we're going to use the FP3. I already contacted Vance and Hines, and so the process for that is you have the map for your bike already. So you select all the parts that you already have on it. So you have the map. You send that to them. Then you give them a call, and you can select the cam that you've installed into your bike. You give them a call, and they'll send you the cam timing on a new map that you reinstall. So then you flash your bike again with the new map that has the cam timing. So that's their process. So it sounds like it's going to be a pretty simple. When I say pretty simple, it's going to be something that's doable for a garage mechanic if you have the right parts. There is some specialty tools, and I was super lucky because Tony did this install on his bike already. And so he has the specialty tools that we need to do the install.
Yeah, really the only specialty tool you need is the cam puller, the cam bearing puller, to replace that cam bearing.
Well, I'll be by your house Thursday morning for breakfast. What are you going to do to my bike, man?
Well, we can do something to it.
He'll probably clean it.
It may need to be
clean
cleaned. That bike's getting dirty, man. It's got a lot of miles. and
Mine's pretty
bruises
dirty.
on
I mean, it's embarrassing right now, to be honest.
My Dun Life says, "Are we getting a live stream install?" No,
No,
you're not
there
going to
will
get a
be
live
some
stream
videos
install.
though.
They'll be doing some videos.
Jared's going to live stream it for those guys.
Because we're gonna do a Five Dirty Bikers install. We're gonna do an install Five Dirty Bikers style. So there's gonna be a lot of beeps and bleeps probably, so we can so we don't completely get demonetized. But
Speaking of video, Hogs and Frogs, we plan on shooting a shit ton of video, doing a live not live, but recording live from Hogs and Frogs for the following week's podcast. And there's a very, very good chance that we'll be taking over Memphis Shade's Instagram.
And
for those of you that
Saturday.
For those of you that have followed our podcast from the very beginning, you will know that this will be only the second time in the history of the podcast that the five of us have sat in the five members of the podcast at any time have sat in the same location and recorded a podcast together. So only the second time that this has actually happened. So it's very exciting.
Let's not go sucking each other's dicks quite yet, because it hasn't happened.
It may not work.
It may not work.
We're gonna try to make it work.
Live
But I'm
from
sure
Uranus.
we'll be doing some live streaming over the weekend too, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably here on YouTube as well, Instagram. And there's going to be a lot of footage because there's going to be a lot going on.
We're going to make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as our Instagram account and hit the notifications bell on YouTube, and you'll be alerted when we start streaming.
And while you're at it, you can go ahead and join the Patreon so that you can support this charity bike build.
The bike it's I don't get excited about a lot of shit, but this one, it really does. It has me pretty excited. It's going to be just a cool fucking bike.
Did you guys see Tony's microphone move when he said that? It actually lifted a quarter.
That wasn't his mic that moved.
Don't let that happen Saturday.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ryan.
Oh.
If I could move that microphone, I wouldn't be on the podcast. I'd be in the movies.
You wouldn't need to change your name.
All right,
You're
Ron.
not kidding.
Yeah, it'd still work as Tiny Cox, no problem.
Damn it.
It's an oxymoron, motherfucker.
They call me Long Summers.
Here comes the heat.
They call them short nights too.
Long summers with short nights.
Well, we do have some Discord questions that we can get to, and then we'll probably have to say goodnight to everybody. If you have questions in the side chat for us, go ahead and let us know while we're pulling these up. And we do appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us tonight and not watching football.
We have to do these more often, man.
We do.
Yeah,
we really
will.
do.
And that was really cool. I think before we went live, we met with our Patreons, Patreon members for half hour and got to hang out and cut up, and that was a blast as well. We look forward
That's
to doing that
always
every
fun,
month.
and
Yeah.
we've been off our schedule ever since FDBM, and we need to get back on it.
Yep, absolutely.
I think it's just been a busy summer for everyone, honestly.
Been cray, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
You
I'm
go to
trying see
Uranus
where
4
we-
times, your schedule gets thrown off.
Man, you've been pounding Uranus. What
So
happened to
for-
Ryan? He's watching
I know.
football.
Yeah, he's his bladder, dude. He can't,
He
it's
does.
been a whole
Yeah, it's
hour.
It's very
Probably.
sensitive.
Here's
his
a
bladder's
question
spastic.
from another Dustin. What's your guys' opinion on renting motorcycles?
Ooh,
I think it's
Would
great.
you ever rent out a bike of your own? No.
No.
And if you were to rent a bike, what kind of bike would you be more likely to choose?
That's interesting. It's
if I had multiple bikes, sure, I would rent one out. But if I had one and that's the only one I have, then if something happens to it, then
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
I'm not renting my shit.
Volts rents his out.
I'm not going to rent
Yeah,
him
I've talked
right
to him
now.
for a while. I would not rent my own out, but I would definitely and have considered doing it, but haven't pulled the trigger. Rent a bike because I travel a lot for work, and that would be it's always an interesting option when I travel.
I'd like to, if I was to rent it, I'd like to rent stuff that it's not a Harley. Just to ride something different.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you guys? I know this is off topic a little bit, but that new bike that Livewire released,
The Delmar, yeah,
it's a looker. It's a looker.
dude. I was chatting with Volts about that earlier today when I got that email about.
There's
the
no stats on it
announcement.
though. Really, I couldn't find.
Not yet, but I mean, what a great! It looks like a great around town.
It looks
Bike.
like a zero.
Urban Rider. Yep.
Yeah,
Can it
and
go over 7 miles before you need to charge the battery?
I
Maybe.
don't know, but it's
Yet-
very
yet to be
clear.
determined.
It's very clear, I think, to me at this point, why Harley felt like they had to break that brand out on its own because I think the
wasn't a brand
traditional
for
Harley
Harley.
people would be losing their shit right now if they saw that bike.
Ryan, let me see that cup you're drinking out of. Did you steal that from the Golden Corral?
No.
He stole it from, what was that place we ate at 15 times in Uranus?
Oh,
Yes.
I can't think of the name of it.
What was the name of that place?
Colton Steakhouse,
Colton's.
or yeah,
They didn't have blue cups, did they? It's the shape. I mean,
You
it's
know,
a
it
very
was like, Colton's is pretty good. Let's not fucking push our luck. We'll just keep going there.
What are we gonna eat this time? We gotta go back to Carnivore?
I'm going to Carnivore, man.
carnivores.
Yeah.
That
Carnivores
was
is
really
going to happen.
Are you going back to the Roach Coach?
The Roach Coach. What are you talking about?
The 66 Diner.
no.
No. I will
No?
pass on the
You're out?
breakfast at the...
But I will go to carnivores again for
Yeah.
sure.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's tough when you're sitting there eating your eggs and a goddamn roach has a backpack on trucking across the floor. I mean, it's just,
So
it
here's
just,
another
you know.
question from the very intimidating Marvelous Maverick. Love the conversation, but please keep it in the general chat so we can find the questions for the show.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't a question, that was a statement.
Why'd you read that one?
Because you're a badass.
Well, thanks.
You're like, shut the fuck up. We need this to read questions.
Well,
was
I
awesome.
like that everyone's commenting.
I was just getting ready to say, who is this asshole Maverick? we
And
watching
does she
Top
use
Gun.
Android or an iPhone? No.
The next question actually is from Volts.
I'm with Matt.
And
Carnivores all the way.
he asks, can you tell us a little bit about your most recent epic ride? Where did you go? For how long? And why was it epic?
I think anytime you make it home, it's been an epic ride.
And then he adds, just for Tony, he says, how did that ride make you feel, Tony?
Just warm and fuzzy inside.
I like that's good.
Selfish. It made
the
me
only
feel
epic
selfish.
ride I did this year was go to FDBM, and that speaks for itself. So
And you haven't ridden since.
I've ridden
Yep, you're right.
honestly only once since then. It's really pathetic.
You've ridden once since July.
What?
Because we
Kick
were
her off.
moving.
Kick her off. Kick her
I
off.
know,
What the
right?
fuck?
See, I shouldn't have admitted.
You cannot autograph that
I
bike.
texted everybody yesterday, and I was like, "I'm going riding." And she's
Yeah,
like,
we
"I'm
already
watching a
had
dog."
We already had stuff going on.
You
Well,
were
at least
washing
it-
a dog? Is that code for something?
No,
Washing a dog?
we were dog sitting.
Well, at least you're going to get to ride to Hogs and Frogs, so it's just a few days away. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're not riding because we have the dog that weekend.
You have the dog? What? You got like joint
Yeah.
custody with this motherfucker? Or what's going on?
No, we're bringing Lilu with.
That's not
That
a
way we
dog,
don't
by
have-
the way. It's
That
not a
way
dog.
we don't
That's
have
that's a
to board
Satan
her.
animal.
That is Prince reincarnated.
Little sweet.
So what epic ride? Sorry, Ryan, is yours gonna be the cam install?
My epic ride?
Yeah.
No, South Dakota, man.
South Dakota. Yeah, for sure. Because we did two. So when we went to South Dakota this year, we did one of the rides we hadn't done before, which is Iron Mountain Road. And on Iron Mountain Road, they have 3 pigtail bridges. So for those of you that don't know, it's literally an area of the road that, because you go kind of, Iron Mountain Road goes up the mountain and then you come down the mountain, and there's areas where the elevation drops suddenly. And so to get you down that elevation, you go on a pigtail bridge, which is essentially a road that just turns in a complete circle. And it's
Like
I
a
think
parking
2.5
garage.
circles that goes down, like exactly like a parking garage. And there's 3 of those bridges on this road that go down. And then for those of you that don't know, I posted a picture on my Instagram. There's an area where you go through this tunnel, like a rock tunnel, and the Mount Rushmore is right there in front of you as you go out of this
That's
tunnel.
sweet.
It's absolutely amazing. So that was Iron Mountain Road. And then that same day, when we finished Iron Mountain Road, we did Spearfish Canyon, which we've done before. Which Spearfish Canyon is one of the most epic rides. I would argue probably one of the most epic rides in the United States. For us, part of the reason why it made it so epic is that this day that we did Spearfish Canyon, it was when we got to Spearfish City, it was 100 degrees, which is just, I mean, considering 2 years prior to that, we had gotten snow and set up our campsite in snow on the same Labor Day weekend. This year was 100 degrees when we went through Spearfish Canyon.
Yeah,
So
fuck.
it was an epic ride, just absolutely epic. So there you go.
Speaking of deer here with Moto Mortician, we were riding yesterday, Phil and I, and there was a fucking like 6-point deer on the side of the road, literally like feet from the bike. And Phil's got this fucking Oscar the Grouch fucking thing on his helmet. So I thought this fucking deer was going to knock him off his bike and make him his bitch. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I've never been that close to a deer on a motorcycle. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I mean,
You should have been on the ride. You should have been around the ride with John Deere about hit one.
Yeah,
44.
'cause those sons of bitches are sketchy. You know, they can fucking dart out at you any minute. It's like, I'm going to fucking dart out and knock your ass off that motorcycle.
Especially when they're babies.
Yeah, this
don't
was a
give a
big
shit.
one. But, you know, that Oscar the Grouch thing he had on his helmet, I was like, you're just asking for an animal fucking. Just saying. Come here, Oscar. I got something for you.
Okay, so Mac has a question for us. He says, I'm curious, FDB folks, have any of you done any adventure riding? If so, was it with the Pan Am? I'm curious because I'm really considering saving for one.
I have not. I don't think any of us have done any adventure riding.
I
No.
don't believe we have
Nope.
any of us. No.
I can't do that. I'm one accident away on an adventure bike from losing my hip. Ain't gonna happen.
There you go.
Old man River over here can't hurt his
You know
hip.
what? I live my reality, dude, every
Oh,
single day.
You got
I
Old
can't
Man
do
River with the hip needing a hip replacement. You got I can't touch with both feet on an adventure bike, Tony.
No, I can't, dude. I got one out in the garage that I can set on, and my feet just dangle.
They dingle dangle.
They dangle off of it.
Every bike is an adventure bike.
Don't let your dingle in the dirt.
Oh yes.
I'll tell you who does have an adventure bike and rides the fucking shit out of it is this
Jay
man
Sherman.
right here.
That guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
Oh, he's saying don't do it. Don't do it. I think Jay's feeling a little butthurt. He's had some problems with his right now. So
Has he?
No, seriously.
yeah. He's I'm not. Don't quote me on this. I'm not even sure if it's still at his house. It might be in the shop.
Seriously, I haven't heard of anyone that's had problems with
They've had a couple little hiccups. You know, first generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it says having some issues. So
Did you wreck it? Did you fuck up the bike? Or
no, he didn't. It's having some. He's having some mechanical issues with it. So
He's
thought
having
it's
some
with the
problems with
software.
that
It's the
adjustable
software.
rider height. He was having problems with when he came down a couple weeks
So-
ago.
wow, Motor Tyke has a bunch of questions here, but I like the first one. What are your thoughts on a Rev Max bagger with a few different factory tunes to choose from? The frame and design would be all new. Follow up with what kind of bikes you would like to see Harley release as the next gen bagger Southwest Sporty.
I'm going to go with the S&S boys on this. I don't think the Rev Max has the low end torque to sustain a bagger. You have to have that low end torque for a bagger.
Tony, I'm going to go with my inside sources that tell me the Rev Max bagger is going to be released in 2024.
Well, it might be, but
Dan Rather speaking.
right now those things, most of the power's in the higher end, and you get a loaded down bagger, you're going to need that power down low.
But isn't that just the way they have them tuned right now?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, water cooled bikes are inherently
I mean, it's going
high
to happen.
RPM
It's going to
bikes.
happen because it has to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
eventually.
I hope they don't
you
release
know-
another motorcycle. I've got mine. So
All I know is the
fuck all
fucking
other shit.
M8 is only what, 5 years old?
6 years old.
Hold on,
6 years
you guys,
old. It's fucking baby.
you guys want a really juicy piece of rumor that I've heard?
Oh God, here we go.
Might
we
not be
go.
true.
Tell
Might be
us,
true.
Dan
Might not
Rather.
be
Go
true.
ahead.
I'm gonna
I
call
heard
complete
that
horse
in-
shit.
The new model release in January, all ST models are going to come with the 131 in it.
I'm calling horse shit.
I don't see that.
I don't see that because
I
let
don't
me
see
let me
them
tell
lot-
you
lot-
what.
they would be leapfrogging, standardizing on the 117 to do that.
And not only that,
And that's
people would
too
get
much
killed
shit.
on that motherfucker.
Let's
Is all
just
I'm
see.
saying.
Let's just see.
We'll see. We'll see.
just
Because, you know, that 117 with that cam in it, I mean, Phil rode my bike yesterday and got off of it and was like, that fucker's terrifying. I mean, it's fucking fast. And I mean, a 131, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. That's a
I have
lot
a
of
question.
bike.
I just have a question. How often have I been completely wrong on my predictions?
About 100%.
A lot, a whole lot.
I haven't. I haven't been very wrong.
You've
Just
been
saying.
pretty accurate.
Boy, we
Bring
can't
your
see
wife- bring
Ryan.
your
We just
wife
see
back
Ryan's
on. Where's
shoulders
Miss
now. His head's
Kidmodo?
gotten so big it fills up the whole fucking
Bring your
screen.
wife back on. I want to ask her that
Yeah.
question.
Where's
If all, of
7
these
8
things,
at?
if all of these things come to fruition, you guys can all suck my dick.
Not happening either.
Don't say that. I'm gonna be sharing a room with you in a couple days.
I'm gonna go with my done life here and say maybe
Yeah.
there might be a performance version.
Yeah. They're not going to standardize on the 131 right now.
They
We'll
might.
see.
See it. I don't see it.
I'm just saying, it's a rumor.
I mean,
It's a
you know,
rumor.
Ryan's pretty convinced over there. I mean, right now he would probably bet a
a rumor.
blowjob that it was happening.
He's going to start bouncing up and down, pegging himself here if he gets any happier.
I think he's ready for some slobber blues.
Ooh.
He'll shake on it.
So Motortech also says, any plans for koozies on the website? We have koozies that we're going to be selling at Hogs and Frogs. If you want one, we have a very limited supply. They're going to be more limited because I'm going to buy at least one of them. So for myself, for me and me only.
If we sell out, we'll get some more because this is just trial. See if people really want them.
Cash
right.
only, bring exact change.
Yeah, cash only brings that.
$19.99 a koozie.
It
Whoa,
should
I
be.
thought it was
It should be
$24.95.
the exact event for selling
Beer
these
koozies.
two. Yeah. There's gonna be beer there for sure.
gonna
Fuck,
be
if
beer.
demand is up, those things are going to $49.95.
We have one
Nobody
left.
wants a hot beer. I can solve your problems for $49.95.
You get the glory hole discount too.
You know, fuck Yeti.
Now they turned out good though, thanks to Doug at Elite Printing Company here in Gillespie, Illinois.
Thank you, Doug.
And then he also wants to know if we're going to be doing holiday cards with FDB. Hey, with a Kim
God,
Moto
no.
picture, lipstick stain, mushrooms. Fuck this guy. Who is this motherfucker? Who is this motherfucker?
I don't know.
You're gonna
Kim-
put a
you
butthole
know,
stamp on it? Is that what you're gonna do?
I'm just saying, Kim Moto can make some cash around this group.
It seems weird. I'm slightly. I don't know if I should be flattered or offended by how curious
Hey,
everybody.
you're
is
the
with Kim
one.
Moto.
You're the one that
You
brought her out of
started
the
it.
closet.
I didn't bring her out of the closet.
You
Hey,
brought her
hey.
out.
I'm waiting
was-
for this year's Halloween episode to see who's coming out next.
I've never been in the closet. I'm just saying.
Just saying that you made her.
Is the
you
Gimp
made
going to
her
make an
appear.
appearance?
I'm perfectly
this
comfortable with who I
Halloween,
am.
Ryan?
If I come with a red ball in my mouth, you know what's happening next, Dave.
You better
I'm-
run.
I'm getting my own room. Fuck it.
Wake up with Ryan sitting on the bed with a red ball in his mouth.
Hey, Dustin.
That would be pretty scary.
Shh, be quiet, Dustin.
I still think Dave still has a one up on all of us. 2019, he had that creeper waking up in the morning staring him in the face. So
Oh God, I, wish
I
we
mean,
could
I won't
put
do.
that
I won't
to-
do that.
he still
Yeah.
wins. He still
Did
wins.
Ryan ask you if you woke up with a room full of rubbers? Would you tell anybody? You probably said no, and he's like, "Let's room."
Dustin, nothing's free, brother. I've been trying to
Nothing's
tell you that for
free.
years.
I'm paying for everything.
Nothing is free. Hey, honey, don't worry. I don't have to pay for the room. Ryan's letting me in free.
I don't take cash, but
Stomach sleepers only.
Man, this is getting rough. We're getting
Yeah.
slap happy now.
I think we're going to get in trouble here if we don't cut it out.
so
pretty
here's an
soon.
idea. They were talking about the holiday card. What if
Mm-hmm.
Brittany does the lipstick thing on everyone, and then one has a mushroom stamp from Kimboto on it? And they get a
See
free
who
trip to
gets
North
it.
Dakota.
See who gets it. We're just do like a Where's
I am not
Waldo?
posing for that picture. Either side of it, I'm not posing for that picture.
Just randomly.
We'll have to take a couple more group photos this
I'll tell you
weekend
what,
of,
I'm-
the crew.
If
We
I
should do a
have to
group photo
kiss
with
the
the pinup
mushroom
girls.
stamp one, I'm kissing it before you stamp it.
Jesus Christ!
Where the hell did that come from?
I'm just saying.
I just got lightheaded.
I'm offended. Oh my gosh!
Well, if you guys got any more questions in the side chat, go ahead and let us know what you got. We're coming up on an hour and a half. Again, thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been fun.
Yeah, this was a
A lot
lot
of
of fun.
Yeah, we have to do this on the regular going forward.
Yeah, we'll have to do it next month. I don't know if we'll do the Halloween episode, but maybe the week before that or something.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna have guests for Halloween. It should be good though.
Are we?
Yeah,
we
having
are.
Ghouls come on?
Dustin's got it planned.
Nice.
Dustin's got a plan.
Got a plan.
I'm dressing up as a glory hole again. Maybe a
What's
double.
different from tomorrow?
You need to upgrade your glory hole, dude.
I'm gonna have a double one. It's called actually it's gonna be a triple, and it's gonna be called the pterodactyl.
glory, glory.
Keep it dirty.
Hallelujah.
Oh.
All right.
Whew. All right, guys.
Right.
Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Thank you for throwing your comments in the side chat. Get out there, support us. Get on Patreon if you like. Support our charity bike build. We would really appreciate it. If you're going to be in the area, come out to Hogs and Frogs. Support Waynesville. Support us there. Jay Tones wants Tony to add some glitter to it.
Thank you to our sponsors, Memphis Shades and Wild Ass. We bid you good night and good day.
We say good
Adieu.
day. All right.